Hi everybody, I'm Nick Croce, and came up with an idea. I'm now 62 years old and was thinking a little bit that I won't be around forever. We're all going to leave this earth someday a lot sooner than we think. And I thought, why not pass on some of the things that I've learned in my life about God, anecdotes of how God's worked in my life, how God's worked in my family's life, how God has shown himself in people I know. Because these stories, they kind of come and they go and people forget about them. And I think it's important just to remember them and pass them on, because some of these stories are helpful to people going through hard times, or if you're searching or wondering, is God real? Just a bunch of words in the Bible, or what's God all about, So anyway, while I'm chopping wood, this one's a little toughy. Thought I'd talk about things. Why not? Here we go. All right. Just the right size. And so where do I begin? I wrote down a lot of ideas. I don't know which one to start with. A lot of things that have happened. And I think one thing I'll talk about is, the desire of your heart. We all want certain things out of life. And, a lot of us look to heaven, look to God, and we say, God, could you please grant me the desire of my heart? And, God isn't just some automatic vending machine. Say the right prayers. Hey, what's going on over there? Little Henny, I think she's lost. Anyway, and so, for whatever mysterious reason, sometimes God does give us the desires of our heart. Didn't do that one right. Too distracted, I guess. Let me do a different one. I like this one. Got a little knot in it. Let's see if it'll come. Okay, a little. One more time. There we go. Got it. Anyway, I remember when I was in my 20s, early 20s, in fact, pretty much all my life, I wanted to get married. I wanted to have kids. Had some friends once tell me, hey Nick, when I was in the Catholic Church and involved in it, you'd be a good Catholic priest. Really? Well, okay. So I waited for the calling, and it never came. I knew what kind of father I wanted to be. I wanted to be a dad. And, in order to be a dad, of course, you got to find the right woman. You can't just do it on your own. I mean, it's possible, yeah, you could adopt a child or something like that, but I wanted to be a family man. I wanted to be a dad. And I felt so unprepared, financially, emotionally. I wasn't ready to settle down with a woman. And I remember really wanting that badly. I remember very specifically, I was on a flight once to New York to go to a gift show. And I remember seeing this young dad walking on board on the plane with his wife and his son, carrying his son on his shoulders, little 2-year-old kid, so cute. Walking down the aisle, he was just beaming. And I looked at that and said, Lord, I want that so badly it hurts. And I literally started crying on the plane. I want that so badly. Anyway, I don't want this video to go on forever, but, God brought Lori to me in the most under the most unusual circumstances. Didn't meet her at church or a youth group or anything like that. No. She came in one day to take care of my aunt, who was dying of cancer. And it just so happens that there she showed up. My grandmother saw her, fell in love with her. My aunts met her and thought, like, here's a great gal for my nephew. Kept trying to get her phone number out of her. That's really unprofessional. No, can't do that. Pestered her all day long. Finally, at the end of the day, Lori relented, gave my aunt her phone number. And so at that time, I was dating a young lady, a North African Muslim girl. Very nice girl, but there were too many differences between us, and there was no future. So I had this phone number, and I told Swad, well, you know, Swad really isn't going anywhere. We should just break up, and she agreed. I wasn't for her, she wasn't for me. So we parted friends. And so I called up Lori. Very nervous, you know. And I thought Lori was kind of like, you know, this outdoorsy girl from Northern California. Her father's a logger. She worked in the woods in the past, and sounded like a really neat gal, you know. And so I thought she probably would like to go on a hike. So I'm on the phone with her, and hi, she sounded so sophisticated and so educated and so, wow. And so I was a little intimidated, and I thought, well, okay, hi, well, would you like to go on a hike with me up to Mount Wilson? And she starts thinking, I'm not going on some hike in the wilderness with some stranger. And I was losing her, just like that movie Somewhere in Time, when you know, the star of the movie flips the coin, he sees it's 1983 or something, and all of a sudden he starts disappearing from Jane Seymour's view. And there she was, disappearing. There goes my future, my family, everything. And I finally think quick, Nick, think quick. Okay, I know. How about dinner at Cafe Jacques in Old Town Pasadena? And she said, oh, that sounds nice. Whew. Boy, I nearly blew that one. So anyway, we went on that date. We talked all night, and the rest is history. And that's how God met the desire of my heart. And she's got a similar story to tell. And one more piece. There we go. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for listening, and maybe I'll make some more videos. Let me hear your comments.